So currently we are in our last sessions. What we learn is how to create a model and different type of models, creation of different type, account based model and measure based models. We learned in and how to create dimensions, how to upload data, into model. All these concepts we covered in our last session. So in today's session, what we are going to learn is how to create a story. Okay, so our concept is how to create a story. We will cover it in today's session, and later I will give high level overview on how to create a story, and then I will jump into currency conversions. Okay, and later again I will come back to story topic to explain more about information on the stories creation. Okay, so this is the agenda now. So first thing is how to create a story. So once we log into our SAP Analytics Cloud, so we need to go to our folder section. From here, we will have an option to create a story. Same place where we have an option to create a model. In the same place, we have an option to create a story also. Okay, so click on story now. So when creating a story, we have, you see, we have 4 different options are there. Okay, responsive, canvas, grid, and from a smart discovery. So these are 4 different types of stories we can create. Okay, so you see, what is a story? Story is to visualize, summarize, explore, and monitor your data. We can add charts, tables, text, and many things into our storyboards. Okay, now if you see below templates here, you can see how story looks like. So in the stories, what we mainly keep, we will keep different kind of charts. Okay, different kind of information, tabular format information, which can which easily to understand, and we can explore on top of those charts also. Okay, so but when creating a story, we need to select any one of these 4 options. Okay, so now we need to before that we need to understand what is the difference between responsive, canvas, and grid. Okay, when we go for each type of story type. So what is responsive, what is canvas? So when coming to responsive, so responsive kind of storyboards we will create when we need, for example, I'm creating a report, and my report I want to see either in a system and laptop, or on my tab, or on my mobile device. Any device you take, wherever you operate your report, if you want your report to be customized automatically, formatted to the displaying screen size and everything, then you need to go for responsive responsive kind of story. Okay, so what happens, for example, if you open Chrome in a desktop, it will be displayed in one way. If you same Chrome opened in your mobile, then the place of icons and everything will be displayed in a different way. So as a backend, the development is like that. In the same way, if you create a responsive kind of storyboard, then what will happen is, based upon your screen size, automatically the charts in the story will be auto adjusted. Okay, so if a requirement is such kind, you go for responsive. And what is canvas? Canvas is nothing but we can call it as a pixel perfect report. It means, for example, when you go for any bank statement, or if you go for any Vodafone bills, something like that, where you can see a financial report of any company. If you see those reports will be in PDF format, and in those reports you will see charts, you will see graphs and all, and tabular for kind of data also will be there. So those kind of if the report is in you want to see is a pixel perfect, means more clarity you want, clarity point of view. And if you want to give printouts also, okay, if you want to print the document into one A4 sheet, such kind of. So if you want to print your report in a A4 sheet, when creating your canvas itself, you need to design your layout to that sizes and all. Okay, so canvas reports will be used only for the pixel perfect report. And if you, for example, what happen if you open canvas report on your mobile, then the layout does not adjust automatically to your mobile size. You need to apply some scroll bars and all to see the right hand side, up and down and all. Okay, na? So canvas kind of reports will be always of the same fixed size. And if you want to explore more, you need to scroll bar. If your screen size is not exactly matching to that report dimensions, then you need to use your scroll bars to navigate to the specific path and all. And mainly if you want to print your, or if you want to export it to PDF format or different HTML format na, then such kind of requirements you go for canvas kind of reporting, storyboard creation. And what is grid? So mainly for planning reports na, we use grid report. One of the main benefit of grid reporting is a planning report, and normal reporting also can be done. For example, if we take AFO is of Excel kind, where we can explore data in a tabular format, not in graphical way. So if your requirement is to explore more information or more on the tabular format level, then go for a grid layout instead of report responsive and canvas. Okay, so these are the three different major kind of storyboards create templates we can, not templates, types we can use. And from a smart discovery, here here you can do anything, I think. So I never gone through this smart discovery. So now what I do is now simply I will go for one grid one. I will show you on high level, and then each one. Let's create one page for each one. So let's take first responsive only in that case. So when I am clicking on responsive button, what happens? Select design mode, classical design mode, optimized design mode. Optimized design mode is the latest upgrade came to this one, where it will improve your performance. The optimized design mode provides an improved experience when designing dashboards, some useful new features, but it does not include all features that are currently supported in classical, because as it was a new feature recently implemented. So whatever features are there, most of it available, but some are not available in the optimizer. So let's go for classical design mode only. So optimized design mode for the more performance point of view, but since we are at the beginning stage of learning SAC, let's go for classical design experience. So click on create button. We are creating a story, and then we taken responsive, responsive layout here. So this is the story initial screen when we're trying to create. You see story name also not yet we given it. Okay, and we are on page one. You see by default the structure will come in this way. So I have two tiles here. You see what is the name of this one? If when I click on this box, click on this box now, I am getting oops, sorry. I'm getting three dots now. So if I go to, you see, add lane, means this one is one lane, this is one lane. The blue color one, which I can see here, two lanes are there. This is one lane, another lane. Okay, if I want to delete one lane, I can delete it. If I want to add new lane also, I can add. So like this you can add add lane to the right. So if you want to add one more line, just go here, add lane to the right. So lane is nothing but a layout. You are setting your layout. This is one box, this is one box. Okay, now in one lane, for example, in this lane I want to add something. Okay, so to add something, first of all, what we can add? We can add geomag, image, text, and all this we can add. Okay, and we can add insert is nothing but to insert something in it. Before it, in the storyboard, what we need to do? We need data to create our story. We need data. So first of all, first thing what we need to do, we need to bind some data into this story. Okay, go to the data mode. Okay, here we have two modes. In the data mode, select, because we are the existing model. In our last sessions we created some models, right? So let's take anything. Either you can bring data from a flat file on the fly into your storyboard, or if you already created a model, then you can take data from the model, or if you have some data sources available here, you can go here. As in our requirement as of now, let's go for existing model. So in our last session, we created some models, right? So I will choose any one model out of it. Okay, let me take sales data 1. So sales data 1 is nothing but I am getting data from sales data 1 model. So if I click on data, now I can see, you see, if I click on data tab, now I have this kind of screen. You see, sales data 1 is my source. And if I click on here, what is happening? I can see here like this. And you see, in my sales data, I have one measure called quantity. Okay, one measure means in measures I have only one thing called quantity. If I select quantity here, If I select quantity here, okay, then what is happening? You see on the below screen, the below screen is nothing but preview screen. Okay, what we call this as a, you see, show or hide. This is a preview screen of what you select on the top. Since I selected quantity here, I am getting total quantity from my sales data one, total data model data set. It will add whole data in my sales data one model, and I am getting a sum of $850 here. Okay, and what are the other dimensions I have in my sales data one? To see those, click on show dimensions. You see created on document number, material unit. These are the other dimensions apart from quantity in my sales data one model. If you click on show all, then it will all will be added here. You see this particular screen, data screen, is only to explore your data, but not, you are not creating any stories here. Okay, the data tab is useful to explore your data only, but not to create stories. What is the benefit of this data tab? Here you can see what are the different unique values I have in document number, material unit, and created on. Okay, for example, on 2022, I have January data, February data. Okay, if I select on Jan here, automatically this filter will be applied on my data preview, and I am getting only 350 here. Okay, so like this, you can explore your data to understand how it is. But nothing much more useful. Let's go to storyboard, because whatever you want to design, you have to design that in the story tab. So now I have data ready. So now I can insert some charts here. So I'm inserting one bar chart here. So click on this chart symbol. You see one tile got added here. So in this tile, when on the right hand side, I am getting properties, designer mode. You see the right side, whatever window I am seeing, this is nothing but designer window. If I click on designer mode, you see it went off. If you want to see design of the your tile, whatever you added, click on the designer tab. Then you can see design options. And if you don't want to see this designer, click on it again. It will like a toggle button, turn on, turn off kind. Okay, so now whatever chart I am going to add, I didn't decided what kind of chart it is. Is it a bar chart, distribution chart, or indicator chart, line chart? Nothing I defined, right? That's why it is coming like this. So now what I need to do, I need to select one chart. So let's go for bar, this particular bar or column chart. Okay, and we need to add measures. So I'm selecting quantity as a measure and dimensions. I'm adding one dimension. For example, let's take material as a dimension. Okay, you see now in my data set, I have two dimensions, M1 and M2, and this is the quantity. So for M1, I have 700 quantity, M2, I have 150 quantity. And what kind of chart it is? It is a bar chart. Okay, and if you want to change it to a different chart, pie chart kind. For example, if you want to make it as a pie chart, then you can convert it into pie chart. So once you take in this chart option under the design tab, you can change the chart type, whatever it may be, based upon the KPIs. But to use these charts, we have, and many charts are there, combined stacked column chart. You need to know how to use these. Okay, selecting it is not only make it already created, but after selecting this chart, you must know how to design it. What is meant by design here? What to select on the rows, what to select on the dimensions, measures, how to format it also. You must have good knowledge. How it will come? By doing some practice, R&D, you will get it those. And so like this, we can add this chart. Now I created one thing like this, right? So let me create, well, let me add one more grid view here. For example, this one. Just 1 minute. See, what is this one? I clicked on this table. So one more table got added into my first, first lane itself. But I want it here on my second lane. Let's see. Okay. Now it came on my second lane. So when I click on it here and go to design mode, on the design mode, what happening here? Already on the column section, I have one account dimension measure is coming. So I need to add some rows. Let me add document number and material to my row section. It is a grid view. Operation cancel, request rollback. What happened? Current operation cancelled by request and transaction rollback. What happened? I don't know. Actuals, fine. Material, let's add material. Okay, fine. See, when I'm adding material, we will explore more about these charts later session. In this current session, my target is to differentiate between different type of layouts. What is responsive layout? What is grid? Another one. What is the other one? Okay, I will tell you. So let me remove this one. Remove this one. So I have two lanes here, this one and this one. So let me save this first. Where is the save button? It is not showing. Page. Let's go to one more. Just a second. So go to more. Here we have save button, and under that we have save option. So the chart in the data view has not been saved to page. To save the chart, copy it to a existing page or new page. Okay. So do you want to save the story without saving a chart? Yeah, let me save this one. I'm going to save my story. Okay, I'm going to my folder SAC training, and then different storyboards layouts. Okay. Done. So this is page one. So you see this is a page one. Now I'm adding one more page. So when you're adding a new page, again it is asking what kind of story. Again, because it's again a page with again we can select what is so we already see what is responsive, and let's go. Yeah, we didn't see what is responsive, right? Now what I'm going to first go to view mode. Okay, now I am in view mode of my report. So this is the bigger mode, right? So what I'm going to do now, you see, I minimized my window size. What happened when I'm minimizing my window size? So this is my chart one. See, my second chart came below to the first one. Okay, when I expand my window, what happening? Still whenever it can suits to the first row, it is trying to come on the first row itself. Whenever my screen size was reducing, automatically system changing it to the smaller size. Okay, one next to another one tile placing it was changing. Okay, so this is how the responsive kind of layout works on according to I'm going to edit view. Now what I will do is I will create a new page here and do scene. I'm adding one chart design, and that will show you what is happening by taking the dimension material. Okay, so that's it. Now what I'm doing is next time what I'm going to do is I'm trying to add one more. Okay, so I'm going to more and I am inserting one more chart now. Okay, one more chart was coming here and I'm selecting same kind of chart. So quantity and coming to the dimension. Instead of material, this time I will take document number. Okay, and now what I will do, I will try to add one more new chart. And again, I will add quantity here. Under dimension, this time I will try to add a different one, category. Okay, that's it. So I've taken 3 different charts here. I'm trying to save this one. So I'm trying to save my story and I go to the first page. This is a responsive page. What I will do is here also I will try to add one more chart. Again, I will make the same kind of chart with the quantity. So what I'm trying to do, my intention here is to, I'm increasing the more number of, charts here, so that you can identify the, difference between what is, responsive page and what is this one, canvas page. I'm trying to save this one. Now I'm going to view mode. Now from edit mode, I came to view mode. I'm minimizing my window size. You see, now this is first chart, second chart, and third one. Table format came on the bottom. Okay. Now when I move to the second page, I am currently on the page one. This is page one. Okay. So I need to go to page two now. Mm, 1 second. Now let me go to page two. I'm going to page 2 and now I'm minimizing my window. You see, when I minimize my page 2, when I minimize my window here, what happened? My charts are not coming bottom one after another. I need to use my scroll bar to see the other charts. So this is called pixel perfect report. It means whatever size you fixed to your chart, it will be same. Whatever window you are seeing, whatever device you are seeing, the size of your chart does not change even though you change the device. Okay, so if you want this kind of reports now, then you need to go to the canvas kind of report. Okay, so the final one is the grid one. What is grid one? You say in grid page means nothing but simple Excel sheet. So if you want to do a reporting kind of AFO kind of report, if you want to see with not all the functionalities but display wise on Excel sheet level, then you can go for this grid view. So here also you can insert your data. Okay, but here when you are inserting your data, how to do this one? Add. Select model. It is asking to select the model. So already this model was added to my data, correct? So I need to select my model here. Click on OK. Now you see what happened. The model data coming here by default. Account dimension by default added to the report output. So remaining rows and all you need to add as per your requirement. For example, document number and then material I want to add. Then I can add in this way. You see now my output is simply looking like a grid display. Okay, so this is kind of a report layout. So we seen of the difference between three different layouts what we can use in our story report. Okay, so I hope it is clear. I'm stopping recording.